let's have some matcha, in my case, together. I want to wish everyone to have a good day ahead. And if you're new to my channel, you're most welcome. If you're coming back, it's great to have you back. So, it's been very rainy in Ireland for the past week or so. And as of now, right now, today, the weather is looking good. So, what's the weather like where you are, and how are you keeping? If you were unable to join live, you'll be able to see this recording saved down afterwards. Whenever I'm live streaming, it's always nice to have people joining just so we can chat. It's more interactive. Hello, everyone who just joined. I was just saying that it's great to have people over whenever I'm live streaming because obviously then we can chat. It can be more of a discussion rather than a monologue. So, what are you having this morning? Did you have your breakfast yet? Did you have any water, or maybe you're having any tea, coffee, or anything else? I would like to talk about life changes. I am a psychotherapist, and all the existential topics about the human life, about changes, about the resilience, behavior, and similar are very interesting to me. They were always interesting to me since I was a child, as long as I remember myself. So I think that, first of all, your operating system, your brain, even though we all have brain, but our brains are slightly different. They operate differently. For example, there could be lots of different variants, but people have different structures, they have different operating systems. And I think a lot of times when people clash or there is some argument or misunderstanding, people who have similar operating systems, whose brains are working in similar ways, they can sort of find resolution faster. There is that common ground. They can see, to the same direction. And you see a lot of times where people have an argument or some sort of a, hi everyone who's joining, just talking about operating systems, that we as people all have brain, but our brains are working in slightly different ways, and talking about argument resolution. So sometimes you see that people have an argument and there could be a situation where it's resolved faster, very efficient, or there could be a situation where it's only escalating, but it seems like both parties maybe want the same thing. So it could be purely down to different operating system, different way the person sees the problem, or different way the person is approaching that issue or problem. And that can cause a lot of stress on both parties. Whenever I go to, I don't know, coffee shop, bookshop, anywhere really, restaurant, there sometimes is where everything goes smooth. Hi, everyone who is joining. And sometimes things are sort of like, you see, one second. Hi there. Hi, everyone who is joining. Grab your tea, coffee, water, maybe even breakfast. I'm just talking about people, behavior, and just clashes. Whenever you go to some coffee shop, place, a shop, grocery shop, you may see some conflict with the client and the staff, or you may see some sort of misunderstandings, or maybe you were a part of it yourself. And whenever I see these conflicts or I am in it myself, I always notice that it's not really it's not really the conflict. Like, for example, if you want to buy matcha powder and you cannot find it, and you go to the sales assistant or shop assistant, and I see my matcha sitting at the bottom, and you ask for some help, and let's say you're maybe told, oh, I'm actually not sure if we have it, and maybe just have a look at this and that aisle. I suppose in the ideal scenario, maybe they could have went with you and you could have looked together. One may think that, well, if you work in this shop and you have a minute to spare, so to speak, maybe we could go and explore it together, or maybe you could try to look for it instead of you being told, oh, just go there and have a look yourself. Some people wouldn't mind that. A lot of times I look for something already really thoroughly, and when I can't find it, I go and I ask. Sometimes I just ask in advance because, like, straight away, because maybe I had some bad experience last time where I was, I don't know, spending time looking for things, and then you ask for something and it's kind of like, okay. So I think I'll need to get the spoon to mix up my matcha a little bit, but let me know, what are you up to right now? Hi everyone. So I am very curious as to who are you and what are you up to? And I see a few people are online here, but nobody saying hi. Give me some stickers, give me some just emojis if you don't want to write words. But let's make it a little bit more interactive. Good morning. How is everyone? Good morning. How is everyone? We have some action so far. We have some top fans who have just messaged. And hello, Angela. Hi, everyone. How are we keeping today? What's the energy like? What's the mood like? And what are we having this morning? And for those who just joined, guess what am I having? What do you guys think I'm having? I'm new to your channel. Wonderful. And you're most welcome to be here. So in my channel, I am uploading food hauls, grocery shopping, essentially cost of living related hauls. I am filming in the grocery stores, not yours, but shops. And you can find a playlist called Groceries in my just playlists. I only have a few. And you can have a look at all of them that I filmed this year, last year. There's a lot of them. So, hi everyone, and it is great to see you. It's good to see that few people are on. People are asking, where am I from? So, I live in Dublin, Ireland, but I am from Baltic country. So, do you know what kind of Baltic countries are there? There are three Baltic countries. List them, list them in the chat. So since I'm having matcha, I wonder, what are you guys having? Did you have your breakfast? Did you have your water yet? And most importantly, what's the weather like outside right now this morning? Share with me. Let me know. I'm very curious. Dublin, Ireland was windy and especially rainy in the past few days. So what's the weather like where you are? You don't have to say where you are. You can just say the weather is such and such. Let me know, and I'll be with you in one moment. Get yourselves your teas, your coffees. Get yourself a bit of breakfast going. Get comfy. Are you guys out and about? Maybe people are working. Maybe people are, I don't know, having a day off. What are you guys up to? What are the thoughts? What are the thoughts today? I am just going to be, you'll see me in one moment. No need to go away. So, we have Angela saying it's really sunny here right now. That's great. Is it dry? Has it been raining? Please let us know. Hi everyone. How is things? How are you keeping? Greetings from Dublin, Ireland. And today the weather is looking good. You know what? Never depend on the weather. Get yourself a good waterproof jacket, waterproof trousers, and you are essentially good to go. Speaking of the waterproofs, where are you guys buying the waterproof stuff? You know, I was just thinking myself, let me know the shops, like the name of the shop or a place where you got your waterproofs. Could be shoes, boots, anything really. So we have a lot going on in the chat, and let's go through that. So Angela already told us it's really sunny right now in Britain. I'm from Wales. It's just been normal, a bit windy yesterday. Fair play to you. Dublin has been very rainy. Yesterday it's been like lashing, but some days before that it was not just lashing, it was very windy and rainy on the top of it. So everything. But again, I wouldn't be blaming the weather. You know, you just have to Do what you gotta do, go for your walks, do the things, just have to get proper waterproofs. Angela, you were saying wow about something. So tell me, what was that about? So we have Brian, who's also one of my top fans, saying hi. Hi, Brian. And Angela is saying, I don't buy waterproof. Tell me more about it. You're in Wales, and well, you know, waterproofs are, there is also other aspects like, are you driving? Would you be spending a good bit of time outside? Or can you sort of shelter? Maybe you are kind of like either driving or spending kind of time around where you live. Maybe your work is nearby, or maybe you work from home. There are lots of different variables. Did anyone purchase any interesting books recently? I just have the spoon to mix my matcha because it tends to kind of to go down sometimes. So now it's all mixed up. Mm-hmm. Nice stuff. So we have some people who are new to my channel, and you are very welcome. So what I'm doing on my channel is I'm uploading food hauls, videos of grocery shopping. I am talking in the shop. You see the whole playlist of that called groceries. But I suppose right now I'm on the journey of getting monetized. Monetization rules in YouTube are very specific, very particular. You have to gather at least 4,000 watch hours on these like horizontal videos, long videos, not shorts, not the shorts, but the long videos. 4,000 hours in the past 365 days. So I already have I just did a post yesterday with the exact hours. You can go to my post tab and you will see the screenshot. But essentially, I need a little bit over 100 hours still. And the catch here is that those hours, they're changing every single day because it's simply the last 365 days. So like, you check the hours and you're like, today you're just 140 hours away. The next day you're, 110 hours away. So today when I will check the statistics, the analytics, it updates at certain time of the day or so. I'll be sort of, okay, so this is what I have now, but it can change. So one day it could be, it's 300 hours to go. So it's really fluctuating. So I really ask everyone to watch these longer videos. Just go to the playlist. There's Swedish Lapland playlist, fabulous place. Highly recommend everyone to visit it. So you'll really enjoy that video. There is a sleeper train video. It's a really cool experience, and ice hotel and everything. Just click play all on that and please watch it if you can. It would help hugely. Now, back to the chat, back to here and now. So Angela is saying, sorry, I have to go, but I will sub and join your next live. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. And have a good day, Angela. So we have Brian saying, Dublin is very expensive. How much are cigarettes? That's actually a good question. Does anyone know how much are cigarettes in Dublin? Hmm. Well, probably in Dublin, most people have quit smoking or trying to, because as you said, probably that price is through the roof. So Brian, you were saying about the cost of cigarettes. How much is the packet of cigarettes that you know of? How much would that be? And for how many cigarettes? Anthony saying, good morning, you look rough. Have you had a wash today? Oh, that's interesting. I wonder, what does that make me? Why would I look rough? I think I look very clean because I am. So have a good day, Anthony, and enjoy your Sunday bath. So today is Sunday, and what plans do people have for today? going out and about, maybe meeting some family members, maybe you are just gonna spend some time around the house, or else maybe there are some bigger plans or something that's actually you have to be somewhere. Maybe people have to be at work or else have some sort of errands to run or commitments. Also, Anthony, I think you're quite rude. As a punishment to you, you can watch all my playlists and just play all and enjoy watching. Hi, everyone who just joined. Good morning, everyone. What's the weather like where you are right now, this moment? I am uploading videos, grocery hauls, shoppings in here, Dublin, Ireland, to show you the cost of living right now in 2026. I have a playlist full of those videos and you can just watch it, and I think there will be several dozens of hours to watch for you. So we have guesses or asks where I am from. So where are you from? And also that's not an Irish accent. Where are you from? I'm from London. So I was just saying a little bit earlier that I live in Dublin. I am not from Dublin originally, and I am from the Baltic country. There are three Baltic countries. List the three countries, and then we can take a next step, and I'll tell you where I am from myself. So, the Baltic countries, there are three Baltic countries. What are they? Anthony was saying that I look rough and was asking if I've had a wash today. And I was really wondering, why is he saying that I look rough? I think my skin looks very clean, and so my hair and my body, because I am clean. And interesting. Very interesting, Anthony. You probably didn't have what to say, and you just said something that you felt is the thing to say. And here I am. Here I am. How is everyone keeping? How are things? We have very busy, busy, busy chat. Why don't I contribute to that and create a little sticker? We have a poll or Q&A. Let me think. Poll, I'll do a poll. I'm creating it. Here we go. We have a poll going, and you will be able to answer that just by clicking on it. I always like to throw in a poll or a question, a little bit of a Q&A, and to give people more of an interaction. I think whenever I'm live streaming from my phone, I don't have an option to actually comment. Can't really say anything in the chat. How's everyone doing? I just came in to say hi for a little bit. What's the plan for today? What's the weather like where you are? I'm having matcha, and every so often you have to sort of mix it up because it just sits at the very bottom, really. Mhm. Let's say something in the chat. Let's be a little bit more interactive so we can talk. So, I am a psychotherapist, by the way, and I want to talk briefly about life changes, transitions, about resilience, and when life throws us lemons and we make lemonade out of it. If you think about somebody who's going through some big changes, or maybe that's yourself, I think that during the time of change, it's important to still feed yourself, exercise. And exercise is anything really, any movement. You can go for walks. You can ask your friend out to go for a walk. You can go for a hike. You can go to the gym. And I'm sure there is many other ways to exercise. I think that when we're going through a lot of change in life, we need some stability. We need something that we already know. Something that we already know, something that we are familiar with. And that familiarity, I think, gives you like home when you're all in a way shattered, afraid, scared. And there is a lot of, behavioral psychology studies behind it, that, for example, exercise is one of the most accessible way that doesn't cost absolutely anything for people to feel better and also to potentially prolong their life and have a better life quality. And I know people who maybe don't like going to the gym, but they like going for walks. I see them going either to the store and buying groceries and bringing them back home just on foot. And if you think about it, that's also exercise. Being in the world, being out there is moving around, I don't know, helping someone, help somebody to repaint the wall or whatnot is also a type of exercise. And also your, you know, mingling and the social aspect of it. So if you're new to my channel, you're most welcome. If you have been to my channel for a while and know me from the channel, I guess you are most welcome. And I think it's nice to see me every so often on a live stream just to connect a little bit more and to just see me talking, see me and everything. I suppose, eventually will get monetized here on YouTube, but for me to get monetized, people have to continue watching my videos. The numbers are good, people are watching, but I still need about over 100 watch hours from you guys watching those long videos, the horizontal ones. So please watch as much as you can and share, because the monetization journey is very bumpy ride. That's for one. And second of all, even when you're getting monetized, it doesn't really mean you'll get paid, because there is like thresholds you have to meet every single month that for you to get paid as well. Even though if it's not like people are watching your videos and you're earning at least 5 cents per how many thousands of watches. No, it doesn't work like that. Whatever you earn, eventually it has to be a minimum of, I think, 70 euros per month that you actually get the revenue, and then you'll get paid. So I don't know, it's a complicated system and I'm not eligible yet, but I have super thanks and super stickers that you can buy, and that's sort of a, I don't know, to if you want to support my channel monetarily. We have few people who just joined. Hello everyone. I'm having matcha. What are you having this morning? Hello from Dublin, Ireland. I am a small YouTuber uploading food hauls, shopping videos, just grocery shopping to show you the cost of living in Dublin, Ireland in 2026. I have a playlist called Groceries, and you can go through that playlist and have a look at a lot of different videos from last year, from the previous, and also from this year in the shops like Lidl, Super Value, Tesco, and many more shops. So, right now, Dublin looks quite sunny and kind of calm, no rain, no wind. What about yourselves? What's the weather like where you are? And hi, everyone. Let's stay for a little bit. Let's chat. I am a psychotherapist, so I like topics that are existential. I like talking about behavior, about psychology. And the more people we have, the more contributors to the chat we will have. So, first of all, question to you. What was the situation or the happening in the past, recent future, yeah, where you felt like the other person could have executed things much better than they have? It could be some personal situation, work situation. Just I want you to comment down below, when was it? Was it yesterday, last week, few months ago? So just say when was it and how long did that stayed for you with you? That situation on your mind, you're carrying it. How long was that? Here you go. Why do all good things come to an end? My matcha is completed. My matcha is completed. Nice. Everybody's shy. People don't want to say nothing in the chat, but we had such a busy chat going. We had such a busy chat going, didn't we? Nice. But now we have a very quiet chat. Hi, everyone. The chat is back, and that's great. Good. People are talking, and that's great. So, three Baltic countries are Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia. If you will take a ferry from Lithuania, you can go to Sweden very easily. And now that I have listed the three countries, and a few other people also were listing some countries, I myself am from Lithuania. So we have a genuine question such as, what's your favorite food? You know what? It's a good question. And I think it's one of those questions that you're kind of like, I don't know. I don't know what to say, TBH. What is your favorite food? Tell us a little bit more about your favorite food. We have somebody asking me if I am from Croatia. No, I'm not from Croatia. I am from Lithuania. and you guys should visit Lithuania. There is a lot to do there. Generally, nice food. Mm, English, you can speak English no problem. You'll be understood and you'll be helped too. And, there is like it's easy really, the transportation if you need to organize anything. You can get a lot of day trips. You can get a lot of things really. So, so we have Ardito edits asking what's my favorite food. And let's chat a little bit more about your favorite food, everyone's favorite food. List one thing that you like. Thing that comes to my mind right now would be vegetables. I like veggies. For example, just sugar snaps. I think they have a lot of fiber and they're so nice to eat. And for example, if you're going out, you can just wash some sugar snaps, chop some carrots just into the small Ziploc bag, and you'll always have that fiber. Also, chop up an apple or just take the whole apple, take a few nuts, and you'll have that fiber on the go. A lot of snacks that are being sold are sort of, highly processed. And sometimes when you go to the shop to buy a small pouch of carrots, they can be very, very expensive for no reason because everybody can buy a carrot, chop it up, and bring it with you. So that's my part. That's something that came to my mind. I have a lot of different foods that I like. Then we have saying you're very nice looking. What level or of attractiveness would you be in Lithuania? Would you be high level or average? I think it's a it's an uncommon question, that's first of all. I don't think I will rate myself. So we have Craig saying pasta. So we have Craig saying pasta. I was saying vegetables. Vegetables, I feel that it's the food that makes me feel good after I eat it. And I think there are foods that are nice, but they are not a feel good food, like, crisps, um, or anything really. Yep. So we have pasta. What else? What else? What else? What do you guys think that you like to eat once in a while, or sometimes, or all the time? Can I ask you, how do you see the Q&A? For example, the poll. Is it like covering my face? Because that looks huge to me. It looks as if it's covering my face. Also, Craig is saying meatballs. Fair play. Actually, pasta and meatballs. There you go. A classic. Is the poll thing, the question, is it like covering my face right now, or is it just people are actually voting? Fair play, people. Fair play. The positive votes are going up, and the negative votes are evening out. Yes, they have saying that it's covering my face. Face. Fair play. I can just put it to the side like this. That's face. That's cool. Yeah, just about a little bit about beauty and the looks and everything. You know what I'll say to you in general to everyone? It is such a trap to be comparing yourself to other people, looks wise or whatever. I'd say focus to being, so to speak, the best version of yourself. But there are also things that, for example, makeup and stuff like that. I could have showed up like with makeup and everything, la la la. But the truth is that like I don't want it. That would be I don't want to wear makeup right now. I have very clean face. I washed it. My hair is washed. Obviously, my body is washed and everything. And that gives you that luxury feeling, actually being clean and feeling good, eating the food that's good for you. Of course, sometimes eating the food that's delicious and maybe not the best for you, or it's a bit higher in fat or higher in salt or higher in sugar, in moderation. Just trying to do something 1 second. But I have noticed that people who were always going for the beauty, like mad about doing their nails, mad about doing their whatever, not just nails, everything, like obsessed, hair, makeup, nails, outfits. A lot of times these people are quite stressful to be around. And then you hear people breaking up and then saying she was such a bridezilla. She was such a like focused bridezilla, full stop. But I'm saying about, you know, that show about like the brides who were just like very like, I want things like this and like that. I want to specific stuff. My point is that you sometimes hear when people like break up, the other half is saying like, it was so hard to live with that person, or that person is so much about other people's opinions and their looks. And you know what? In real life, it really sucks because you want a partner who will go for walks with you, will cook with you, will clean with you, and will also, yes, dress up, go out for dinner or go somewhere or but I think it's more that we have to be focused about the health, about your values, about having a job, having income, having stability, having a roof over your head, and look at the people. Not always it's like if you are very into your looks, then it means like you don't have a job or you're just like bumming around. No, absolutely not. But there has to be balance. And I've seen examples in my life where these people who were very, very much into their looks, the balance just was never there. The balance was never really there. It's like if it's a girl and she's extremely into her looks, you're there with her and she's pretty much like either looking at the mirror how she's looking right now, or fixing her hair, or looking at the fixing the makeup, or oh, I have this appointment to run to. The here and now is not very strong, I'll put it this way. So I want to go to the chat because I see the comments, and I want to Craig. Craig is saying that the inside is what counts. He's also saying you look good with no makeup. Thank you so much. He's saying I'm old school. You speak exactly the truth. And back on that topic, you know, the looks, the inside, how you are. You know what? What's the point of getting a praise that you look excellent? Look at her. She always has her makeup on. If you're like a mess inside, or if you were a very hard person to be around. I've seen these people. Like I've seen these people. I've seen it in very close circle. It was an absolute nightmare. It's to the point where you pretty much have to cut people out of your life because it's impossible. Because some people's like perception of life just seems to be totally like it's distorted when there is this huge attention on the looks, not to the point to like the health and fitness and let's be healthy and let's be all, you know, feel good kind of thing, like the longevity thing, the centenarian kind of lifestyle, you know, you want to be healthy, you're drinking your green tea, which is now actually cold green tea is really cool. You just can put like cold water and tea, green tea bag, and it's actually really nice. This is cold. But this kind of topic, and Craig is saying that you speak exactly the truth. um yeah. So Craig, what's the weather right now where you are? Is it cold? Is it warm? Is it windy? What do we have there? Because Dublin, Ireland seems to be very mild today, and that's a positive. So just my reminder to you is a lot of times people who will comment on your looks. I remember I had a colleague many years ago, and she was saying to me like, "Oh, you shouldn't wear your hair down. Not sorry, not down, but like in a ponytail in a certain way." She was essentially saying that when I wear a ponytail, I should wear it like low pony instead of like a higher pony. And A, I found that to be rude. What do you think? B, we weren't even close. We were talking, maybe we were like, we were talking, we were not like not ever communicating. We were talking, but I felt it was so, I was like 20 something years old and she was like 40 something. Like, I just felt it was like, girl, what are you talking about here? Like, I can wear the pony the way I want, high or low or whatever. But anyway, like herself, she was very like focused on the looks essentially, and on the looks, but from the point of view of like, I don't know, wanting to look good for a man, wanting to have a partner. She was single at the time, maybe she still is, and like very so much like a focus of image. For example, I am a psychotherapist. So when I graduated from psychotherapy, I created like an Instagram account where, you kind of, I'm a psychotherapist, this is what I do. Maybe you put some just like content about psychotherapy. And I have shared it to a few people, including her, to like, you know, maybe subscribe if you like, to follow, and, kind of to support the account and things. And she have replied to me that she's currently looking for a suitor and she doesn't think that it's a good idea for her to be following a psychotherapist because that could show that maybe, I don't know, I don't know what it could show, but that's what she said. So, my point here, and hi everyone, I'll come back to you, Craig, just one moment, is that, like, usually the comments you will get from a certain person, and the comments, if you'll feel like, no, this is just a load of bull, or you'll hear what they're saying about other people or about certain things and stuff like that. By the way, at work, I felt that she was always very short with the clients. She was kind of like, I don't want to be bothered about this. And, you know, kind of thing where pretty much I'm going on my lunch now. I felt she was, no sound. Somebody saying no sound. I think we have sound. Please give me some thumbs up, like, I'm only kidding. Okay, yeah, perfect, Jake. I think I remember you, Jake, or are you here for the first time? Let me know. But hi, hi, hi. We're chatting about the looks now. We're chatting about, now particular, I'm chatting about a particular personality who is sort of, will tell you how to do things, how to do your makeup, how to do your hair, will comment, unsolicited comments. But then you will be looking at them and you're like, no, I don't like your vibe. I don't like what you are about. My point is, the balance is what works best that I've noticed in my personal life. Like, get washed, look good, feel good. Like, I wouldn't feel good if my hair wasn't washed. My hair is washed and my face is clean, my face is hydrated, and I'm having some green tea. And what's wrong with that? Why is that some very bloody insecure people, or people who have been hurt in the past a lot or bullied at school, the looks is very important, especially if they were bullied because of the looks, you know? And of course, you kind of want to kind of make it up for it. You sort of want to step up. You never want to be told that you don't look good or whatever, if that was your past, you know? But the truth is that you have to work with it, and therapy is a great space and place. And there is some low cost therapy options as well, where people can pay 30 euros per session, you know? And normally the price would be higher. It's like 75 euros plus the usual price, not the low cost. Let's go to the comments, okay? And see, I grew all this hair by myself. No extensions. Let's give some hearts. Give me some hearts. See? Talking about the looks. I wrote it all by myself. I'm just joking, you know me. Now, have you been gaslighting men into cat fanboys? Um, to be honest, I don't know what you're talking about. And let's go back to. So, I am in South Africa. It's warm, 28 degrees, and 1339, so 140, perfect. Liberty, please tell me a little bit more about your comment if you want to go into you. Into the comment. I don't fully understand TBH, but if you want, you can tell us a little bit more, and I would be happy to go into it. So, hello to South Africa. Goeiemorgen. Good morning to you from Dublin. Comments, well done you. The good comments, the positive ones are winning the poll. It's the we have 56% who are saying the positive thing and 44% who are saying negative thing. 56%, you make me happy. There is the light at the end of the tunnel. So, somebody saying if I know Afrikaans. Well, you're a beautiful woman, somebody's saying. Thank you so much. I am just a natural woman, a natural person. Drinking my green tea that I made at home. And later we'll be eating the food that I will make as well. And I highly encourage everyone to buy those groceries, make your own food. And you know what you know what I think about food deliveries? I have some experience with food deliveries, of course. Especially things that you don't really make or you don't have ingredients for. Let's not all say that never eat out or never order in. Like, no, that would be not okay not to ever order in or not to ever go to restaurant and eat. But basic skills, having basic skills is important. I'm not just talking about frying up an egg. I'm talking about a little bit more than that, you know? To be able to make few dishes that you like. I actually have some cookbooks there. I got few new ones recently. I got the Korean cooking and Japanese cooking recently. And I have made kimchi. It's in my fridge right now and it's going to be fermenting for a while, and you can sort of eat it as it's fermenting and see what kind of level of fermentation do you like most. It's a bit stronger over time and stuff like that. When you start making your own food, and when especially you start being able, we're at the point of knowing how to make food that you only used to buy, like kimchi. I would only used to buy kimchi. I have never made it as of this week. I literally made it this week for the first time. But when you make something that you only used to buy and you didn't have a clue how to make it, you sort of start gaining the superpower. And you start seeing that once you have the ingredients, once you learn about how to make it and what to do and how to do it, you now can be doing your own thing. And I know that's not for everyone, but to me, it's sort of every single time it amazes me that it is really about reading the recipe, buying the groceries, and actually making it. It's amazing. What's the thing that you have cooked recently or made, like a food thing that you made that you felt like, damn, fair play to me? Let me know. For me, that was matcha, like matcha latte. I've only had few matches in my whole life. I think I had less than 10 matches, but I recently started craving matcha. Well, first of all, I like green tea. I like herbal teas. I also like coffee. I like a lot of different things, you know? I wouldn't just be like, I am very open minded, essentially. Food wise, I like different kinds of foods. I can try food. Some things I won't like, maybe I won't buy it again or won't make it, but a lot of things I will like. But my dear people back in the comments, we have Liberty who is saying, I am a beautiful woman and thank you so much. It's nice to receive a compliment. And I highly encourage people to give those compliments to one another, to say that to your sibling, to say that to your colleague, to your friend. Even things like, oh, you know what, you did that a while ago and I really liked what you did. I really like that you stood up for myself. Or I really appreciate that you did that either for yourself or for somebody else. I'm yapping away. And what about you guys? What are you up to? And what are you guys doing? Jake, you were saying there was no sound and you said you're kidding. Are you still around? What's the weather like where you are? We have Liberty, who again gave me a compliment and thank you so much. What's the weather like where you are, Liberty? And are you new to my channel or have you been here for a while? And also Craig from South Africa with 20 degrees Celsius and probably around 2 p.m. right now. What are you up to? How is things? Or maybe if you don't want to share, let us know. What topic did you like most of the topics that I already spoke? And as you guys are letting me know all these things, I will be with you in a moment, but I hear everything and you hear me. You know, the good thing is that I find that I always, whenever I start live streaming and all that, I always, there always are people who are nice people to talk to. Like people who are not just like coming to just to the chat to sort of, I don't know, to do what, like to give some unpleasant vibes. No, there are genuine people who want to chat, who will engage, and I think that that's a good way to go about it. Oops. So Liberty saying that I lost the channel there for a second. Well, it's good that we're now back. And Liberty, are you new to my channel or have you been around before? So what I'm doing right now is just coming over to chat with yourselves, and you're new, so you're most welcome. I am uploading, like yesterday was my video that I uploaded. Saturdays I have scheduled the videos, the grocery hauls, the shopping, essentially to show you the cost of living in Dublin, Ireland. A lot of it is Lidl, Super Value, Tesco, like just different shops. I am on the journey to getting monetized. I really need for people to watch my videos. I am in Dublin, Ireland. I really need for people to watch my videos. Like go to the playlist Swedish Lapland and just hit play all, or go to the playlist groceries, hit play all. These horizontal videos, the long videos, I really need for people to watch them. So please do watch it. I am about 100 hours from getting monetized, from 4,000 hours. So it's been a long way, so far. And YouTube is very particular about how they count the hours, because you have to get these 4,000 hours in the past year. And every day, the analytics, they give you the results for the past year. So you can be logging in today to your analytics and you sort of like seeing one thing and then next day you're seeing another thing because it all fluctuates. So guys really, really need, guys and girls, ladies and gents, really need to watch, watching. And for me, I need to be putting the content out. I'm not just asking for people, oh, let's watch my old videos, which you've already seen 100 times. No, that's why I've been working hard to pre-record and to release the videos. So last week, believe it or not, I posted 3 times: Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. This week, actually. Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And Monday, I've posted a video like a travel vlog. Wednesday, that was a travel vlog, but from the different kind of aspect of that trip. And Saturday was my staple, the haul, the video, the food haul, which is being watched quite a bit. So go to the videos and you'll see that. There we go. But that's it. You know what? I'll stay here for another few minutes. I know it's nice for people to have some time to say goodbyes and everything. I don't just like to cut it off, immediately. So I'll stay for a few minutes. And most importantly, for those who are new to my channel, like Liberty, click that subscribe, click that bell because videos will be coming out. Recently, I was eligible for super thanks and super stickers, meaning that people can send me €1 or 2 or 5 or more by clicking super stickers. So for example, here in this chat, you can also give me a sticker, a super sticker, and then on the videos, you can give me super thanks. You know where you put the thumbs up on the videos? On that very same line, there is something called thanks. And you can just click that and you can send literally like a €2 or 10 or 15 or whatever you like. So thank you for all the emojis coming in. Fair play to everyone. Always good. The interaction is always good because it gives an incentive to me to come over and do the live stream and chat with yourselves. And obviously, it's an incentive to you to put something in the chat, send some emojis, stickers, everything, because it's more live, it's more interactive. There we go. Do you guys see the percentage, the 56 and 44 for my poll? And do you see how many votes was it? Now, on a separate note, I want to say thank you to everyone who participated today. I want to say thanks to everyone who gave me thumbs up, who was here and who wanted to be here, and also who have subscribed. Because we had person right in the beginning, Angela, who said she has subscribed and she had to get going. Then we have Liberty, we had Craig. So there are a good few people. And the thing is that when you'll start watching my videos, I'm also always premiering those food hauls. When you'll start seeing all that coming out, you'll also see those people like commenting and stuff. So it's kind of like a little community as well. Look, I want to say huge thank you for being here today. And I want to wish everyone to have a good morning, evening, and afternoon ahead of yourself. Morning, afternoon, and evening. It was good to be here. And I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves. Let's say our goodbyes. Give me some emojis. Give me some goodbyes in the chat. And we'll wrap up. And then we'll see each other in next live streams, next videos, and posts as well. Look after yourselves. Take care and bye bye.